Guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about how to survive transitioning. Basically, I'm just going to tell you a couple of tips on how I survived transitioning up to now and how I plan on continuing to transition up to my goal. Tip number one is motivation. The reason why you decided to transition in the first place. This should be driving you throughout your entire transition. You have to have some type of motivation, whether it's your hair crush, whether it's a YouTuber that you know, and whether it's like a person that you know personally that went natural and you want to follow in their footsteps. You need to have some type of motivation. The second tip is regimen. Customize your own regimen. Your hair is not going to be the same as everyone else, but it's going to be under some sort of guideline. You need to find a regimen that will help you through every single wash day, every single day of moisturizing and whatnot. This one is patient. Oh my god. Almost every person says patience, which is true, but just saying be patient is just so hard. So, what I do is I distract myself. I find other things to do other than my hair. Because if I just focus on my hair, I would just want a big job because I'm just done. It's just too much for me. So basically, keep yourself busy. Do anything to keep your mind off of it. And if you can't, then document it. Put it on a blog, put it on YouTube, start a YouTube channel. It's gonna take up a lot of time to do this. And while this time is taking up, that's just months flying by. And that's how you can be patient and just not worry about your hair 24/7. Um, and surround yourself with other people who are transitioning. I had a problem with this where, like, my best friend, he did not know what transition was, he didn't know what natural was, and I was like just talking about it all the time. And it was really weird because he never knew what I was talking about. And I realized that, hey, maybe I should just find other people who are going through the same process as me. So if you find other people who are going through the same journey as you, it'll be so much easier because it'll just fly by, guys. It'll just fly by. My next tip number 4, is trims. Now, I'm a victim of this. I don't really do this much often, but I tried my best to do it. But you do need to keep your ends trimmed and whatnot so the split ends don't go up to your roots and mess up all the naturalness that you're trying to grow out of your forehead. So, try your hardest to trim. I don't have a set point. I just trim whenever I feel is needed. Others do it to 3 to 6 months. But yes, please keep your ends trimmed. Try your best. Tip number 5 is make your hair look natural. Do not try to make your natural hair look relaxed, because that rolls into my 6th tip. Do not use so much heat on your hair. If you do straightening your hair every single time you want to style it, you will have heat damage, and that will just revert all that naturally goodness that you grew out for so many months to just be straight, and you would have to start all over. So please avoid heat as much as possible. Tip number 7 is your go-to style. You need to find a go-to style that works for you, that comes out great every single time. Well, not every single time, because like sometimes it doesn't come out great, but a style that works for you, that you can do, that's super easy, and that blends your hair to look natural. Yeah. So guys, I don't want this to go over too long, but this is just part 1, and just catch me on part 2 with the rest of the tips that I have. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you in my next vid.